Okay guys, if you have watched some of the ETOE videos, you just know what comes next. A new step-by-step cycle paint job. And what I have here is a brand new Canyon Aeroad disc frame set. And what I can tell you is that I will use Blu Maserati as the base color on this frame set. But before I can spray on Blu Maserati, I have to create a triangle pattern on the top tube, the down tube, the seat tube, and also the inner fork legs. And for this pattern I need a lot of masking tape, a lot more masking tape, and I decided to use some light blue colors to create this triangle pattern. And this is what I will do first, but I have to mask some areas, and when I'm ready with masking, I will show you some of the painting steps of the triangle pattern. Okay, the masking is done, and now I can apply the first layer of color. I have chosen a sky blue, and I will add this sky blue to all the areas that are not masked. Okay, I've switched on the oven so the sky blue had a chance to dry, and that was the easy part of this painting game. Now comes the part that drives every custom painter crazy, the really hard part. I have to use this masking tape, and what I will do is I will mask hundreds of little triangles. In the blue area I sprayed on, and after I have masked these triangles, I will fill them with different shades of blue. I've chosen some blue colors I like, a darker blue, some kind of mint blue, and a very light blue. And I will load these three colors into my little spray guns. I have 3 of them. And then I will start spraying these triangles. This takes the rest of the day, some hours, maybe some hours tomorrow, but I like to show you some of these triangles after I've sprayed them on. Okay, I have to start painting for today. It's 11 p.m. and that is the work after one day. I can show you the top tube. Here you can see the pattern also on the seat tube. Tomorrow I will add some more of these triangles in these areas. Then I will do some kind of intercoat, and then I can start with the Blu Maserati. But now I have to go home, I have to sleep some hours, and tomorrow I will come back to finish this custom paint job. Next day, next layer of color. I'm back from lunch, I had a good pizza, and now I'm motivated to spray on some more color on this frame. I started this morning with some more triangles, as I mentioned yesterday. And what I like to show you is hundreds of little masking balls from the masking action on this frame. I sprayed on also a lot of triangles in the fork insides, and what I have to do now is I have to remove all this old masking to start painting these areas. That's what I do now. I have to clean also the brushes from the blue, and then I can start with some white areas before I can apply the Blu Maserati. That will be only a rough masking to save the blue pattern from overspray when I apply the white base coat on the primer areas. There's no need to be very accurate because there's no white layer direct in this blue or on the blue areas. When I applied the white base coat, I will also apply a first layer of clear, then I will sand the frame, and then I will do a fine masking with line tape to get sharp edges in between the blue pattern and the Blu Maserati. The rough masking saves time if you are not so accurate, and as I told you, there's no need to line it in an accurate way. It's ready masked and wiped up with a dust removing towel, and now I will give it a new shot of white base coat. So let's start with the new layer of color. I'm back at the paint booth, and the frame and also the fork are prepared for the next steps. You've seen how I applied a white base coat on the frame and fork, and after this base coat I applied also a layer of clear coat, and yesterday I sanded this clear coat, so the frame is prepared for the next graphics. What I have here are the graphics for the frame. You can see the graphics for the down tube logo, also logos for the head tube, chainstays, and the ETOE signature logo. And I like to show you how I apply these graphics on the frame. I cut out such a logo, then I take a stripe of this masking film. I apply the stripe over my graphic, and then I can apply the complete letters, the complete logo on the frame. Let's go to the frame and you can see how I apply this logo on the chainstays. So here we are at the chainstays, and the first thing I have to do is I have to remove the back paper. Now I have only the lettering on this masking film, and I have also some markers, and with these markers it is easy to get this logo straight in line. And when I have applied this logo I can remove these markers. And that's it, simple and easy. Now I can remove my markers. And I have only the logo as a mask on this chainstay. Let's do the same on the down tube. I have the Canyon down tube logo, and I will remove again the back paper. So I have only the Canyon logo on the transfer foil. I have marked 2 points so I can see where I have to stick this logo, and there's also a curve on the head tube. It's the same curve in the logo, so I have to stick on this logo into this curve and under my 2 points, and then I have the right point to stick on this logo. And that's it. It is also a mask, and I will remove this mask after I've sprayed on the Blu Maserati, so the logo, the lettering will appear in white. Now I can remove my 2 points and then I'm ready. All lettering and logos are applied on the frame and fork, but there's one step left before I can apply the new color, the Blu Maserati. I have to mask again the blue triangle area on the frame and fork, as I mentioned before, and I have to do this in a very exact and accurate way. And to do this, I will use small lines. I cut small lines into a sheet of masking film, and with these lines I will get sharp edges in between these 2 areas. I like to show you one of these lines. They are only 3 mm wide but more than 1 meter long. And I will apply these lines on the edges of my blue triangle pattern. Let's check out this tape and the small lines. As you can see, it's very easy to apply this in a straight line. There's no need to cut, and it's also very easy to apply this in curves, as you can see on the U-turn on the top of this fork. So there's no need to cut any masking tape. You can do all in one step in a straight line. And the best thing is that you get a very sharp edge in between 2 areas of color. Now I'm ready for the main part of this custom paint job, the application of the Blu Maserati that will change the complete appearance of this bike design. Custom painting is hours of masking but only minutes of spraying, so let's give this frame a little shot of a nice blue color. The nice Blu Maserati is sprayed on, and now let's unwrap it to check out the complete design. And here it is, the Canyon Aeroad painted in Blu Maserati with a nice blue pattern on the C-tube, top tube and the down tube. Yesterday I gave this frame a last shot of clear coat and a good polish, and that is the result after 5 days of custom paint work. If you have any questions, leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below and I will try to answer some of them. I have some new ideas for video and custom painting projects here in my pockets, and I hope you like to follow me also during these future video projects. Thanks for watching and goodbye.